aka Black Phoenix in this rising, and I wanted to talk to you about self-shielded Flux-core. I wanted to go live. I'm actually going live on Instagram and so live on YouTube. And I wanted to talk to you about self-shielded Flux-core. It is a process that they are using now outside a lot. So I'm outside right now on my porch, and I just wanted to bring my machine out here because this is a process you're going to do outside. In construction, self-shielded Flux-core is actually replacing the stick rod. They are making the wire more sufficient and with less issues, and actually being able to a real good weld using this process. Now they have different type of wires. One of the main ones is the 71 series, and today I got 2 pieces of 1/8" material. Pretty much going to set this up on as high as it'll go, and we're going to tack these together. Now I took the tip off of this because most of them you see when you're doing these in different shops, they're going to have the tip off. You can just hit it and go. When it comes to the wire speed, all depends. I'm going to start it off about 4 on the wire speed. So the first thing we're going to do is hold this up and tack this T-joint in it. Hold up, I ain't got no brand. Hold up. I see what it is. This again. See, I had the didn't have the polarity switch. There we go. Now, as you see, I tacked that real quick, fam. Flux-core without gas. Now, the main thing with this process, fam, is just like stick welding. I like to do a little manipulation. If you get it real hot, you can just push it. I've seen like regular Flux-core. Flux-core with gas, you just push it. With this, I like to or drag it. Well, dragging it with gas, I'm sorry. But with this, you can drag it also. My main thing with this, push it, drag it without gas because it don't have a gas, but act like it's a stick rod, fam. I just suggest that people act like it's a stick rod when you're doing it, and I think you'll be fine when you're working on this. Now, I'm going to kind of turn this kind of sideways when I do this. I'm going to go you can go from right to left or from left to right. So if you pushing it this way or you dragging it this way. Now I want to say this, with this you can do both. You can push it and you can drag it. So I just want to say that you can do both with this process. I don't want you to think that you can't. Hold on, let me twist this camera around some. You can do both with this process. So you can push it and drag it, and we're going to actually do both. But I'm going to do a piece of it so we can kind of look at the weld, and then we're going to go from there. Yeah. All right. Y'all ready to ride? Let's get it. Now hold up. That was acting a little funny, so let me see something. Give me a little bit more gas. Burn, man. Let me see if I got some. I might have to run in there with a raw brush. But that wasn't bad at all, but I stopped though because my wire speed was a little off. But it looked like it got some penetration though, fam. Wasn't bad at all. But I haven't used this one without gas in a minute. So we're gonna re-dive back into it. Try it again. Now, I did half of it. I'm gonna go get my wire brush so I can actually, I forgot to bring it out here so y'all can actually see it. But it dropped in pretty good, fam. With some good penetration. With some good penetration. I'm gonna go and get my chipping hammer. I thought I had my little wire brush out here, but I didn't bring it. Just a second. Not bad. You don't really have to do a whole lot of scraping on these too. But I got some good penetration though. Wasn't bad at all, fam. And this is self-shield, fam. Self-shield. Now, like I said, can push it and drag it. Thanks for checking in, fam. Thanks for checking in. I appreciate the support. Thanks for checking in, YouTube. Thanks for checking in, Instagram. I appreciate it. Now we're going to come the opposite way because we pushed that one. So now I'm going to drag it into it and tie it in. Because you can do both. You can push and drag with this process. And this is, just for those who want to know, this is a Lincoln 140 MP multi-processor. This is a good unit for somebody that's trying to have birds in one stone. Thanks for checking in, fam. Thanks for checking in. Now you can count birds in one stone with this machine. Self-shield, fam. Turned out pretty good. As you can see, turned out pretty good. And what we did was, we pushed it on one, and we dragged it on the other, just to show you the difference. And it got some pretty good penetration. This is 2/8" piece of material. You can see the bottom and the back. So I didn't get no blow through or nothing like that. It got some good penetration. And some heat in it. Because I put some heat in. I got this thing all the way up on I. And it put some nice little heat in it, fam. It did pretty good. So now we're gonna do the same thing on this side. This time with it, fam, we're just gonna push it and see what it look like. Now with this process, all I did then was push it. I didn't manipulate it, nothing. I just kept it in the center, took my time, make sure it spread it real good, and that's it, man. That's it. Looks good. So as you see, that time I just pushed it, fam. Turned out good. And I got some good heat with this thing too. Y'all see it. It produced some good heat. You can get some good penetration with it now. So that outside, all I did was push it. Now we're gonna do it on the opposite side, and we're just going to drag it. No manipulation, just put it in the center. The main thing is watch the puddle. Remember, I always say it's all important to think of angle, gap, and travel speed. Angle, gap, and travel speed all the time. So keep that in mind, fam. So with this one, all I do is drag it into the next one, like we did on the other side. Just show you the difference of this wire. Now I dragged it like a 70-18 rod. That's all I did. Fam, it turned out pretty damn good, fam. Turned out pretty good. And I just dragged it like a 70-18. And this is self-shielded Flux-core. Self-shielded Flux-core welding. Like I say, this is what a lot of manufacturing shops, fabrication shops are using. And there's a lot of companies using this here in Arkansas. So I just wanted to highlight this because it's not a hard process. Most of them, this is what you're going to do to go in on the job test. You're going to do a T-joint, pretty much. They want to see if you can keep it in, because a lot of these places are building parts with this. And they're not using anything over an 1/8 inch, 3/16 at the most. So you're getting good penetration on however you do it. And it turns out pretty well, fam. This turned out pretty slick, fam. I ain't even going to front. And this wire, you want to... One thing about the wire too, it's just like anything else. If you lay it out in the atmosphere and it sucks in the moisture, it's not going to do as good as a fresh wire that you've been keeping out of the moisture. So you do want to keep it out of the elements to make it better. You know what I mean? As far as a good spool of it. But a lot of fabrication shops, fam, is using this process. And this is self-shielded Flux-core. Now they got a company in Conway if you are looking for a job, fam. If you're looking for a job and you're in Arkansas, you can get close to Conway, they got a company there called DBG, and they do self-shielded Flux-core welding. Pretty much what I just did is going to be your test. Put the T-joint together, tack it, weld it off, and they probably have you do it on some 1/8 inch, 3/16, and then some thinner material, because they use both. So they're going to have some gauge, and then they have some 1/8 inch, 3/16, something like that. So I encourage people that's thinking about diving into the field, there's good money in this. You can make good money outside of construction or inside. But a lot of shops are using this because it's more economical, family. It's more economical, and you don't have to use gas. You still can get a good weld, so you got less overhead. You don't have to buy gas. It's wire. You're not throwing stick rods down or messing stick rods up or all of that. So this process is more economical. Even if you are thinking about diving into business for yourself, building some parts, making some things, doing some repairs, all of the above, stick welding is where it's at. I mean, Flux-core self-shielded welding is where it's at. It's replacing the stick welding process. Because stick, as we know, you're throwing away rods, it's a little bit more expensive, and self-shielded Flux-core family is just more economical now. So if you get the opportunity, I will get some practice on this, fam. I just wanted to go live today, do a little weld, show y'all the difference, and just let you know that this is an easy process. This is a process that I can teach, that I do teach in my 80-hour wire welding course. It's going to be self-shielded. It's also going to be gas MIG welding. So you're going to learn both processes, and the goal is to get you prepared for a job, fam. Change your life forever. After 80 hours, you can leave this setting and start making money. Now, this company that I was telling you about in Conway, they got 6 tiers of how you come in, fam. So it's all based on you coming a good job on your weld test. So you can leave me in 80 hours and go in there and get the bag. You can leave me in a week because it don't take that long. Depends on what you want to learn, fam. My goal is to make the education affordable, so those who want to contact me, hit me up on yourweldingcoach@gmail.com. You can text the number 501-400-5806. That's 501-400-5806. You can text that number. Make sure you email me, yourweldingcoach@gmail, joe@yourweldingcoach.com. All of it's the same. It's all tied together, fam. Just hit me up. If I can help you some good information, if I can train you to get you ready to change your life, fam. There's a lot of big fams out here with extended programs. My goal is to help the people on the highways and the byways, fam. You know what I mean? We're trying to go from minimum wage, fam, to giving ourselves at least 5 raise. And that's what I'm promoting, fam, trying to help you get yourself in a better position. And I hope, like I say, I hope this information was useful. I'm also going to leave an article in the video message bar once I close this out. That way y'all can be able to go back and read the article about how important it is to learn this process. So, y'all be blessed, family. Continues to prosper. I appreciate it. Let me check this message, make sure I save them. What's going on, fam? Thanks for checking in. Hey, fam, good money in it, fam. Good money in it, fam. Good money in it, fam. What's going on, Instagram? Thanks for checking in, man. Want to make sure I show everybody some love. I appreciate the support. It's always good to become a helper, fam. However way you can get in it. From a helper or whatever, learn how to weld, fam. However you can dive into it, fam. However you can dive into it. Y'all be blessed. Continues to prosper, fam. I'm out. I'm out, family.